Documentation. It's fundamental you make this as a developer, as it allows other people to understand your datasets and your models, so they're not having to figure them out themselves. But here's the problem. It often doesn't exist, or when it does, it's incomplete, meaning users have to figure that out, wasting hours simply understanding the dataset rather than building and producing new outputs. And anyone who's ever built documentation knows how painful this is, as it takes simply forever to put together. Well, today we're going to learn how to produce a master data dictionary that extracts all of the metadata related to your measures, tables, columns, and the relationships all within your Power BI reports by simply using one new function. And then once we have that data dictionary, we're going to leverage AI to automatically produce this master Power BI document that captures everything from purpose, table descriptions, all the way to calculation logic, all automatically with one single prompt. It will honestly save you hours, and the result is shocking in terms of how detailed it actually is. So on that note, right before we jump in, I'll first start off by introducing myself. I'm Raja, the Power BI guy, and I teach Power BI content, enabling you to learn and master Power BI. And I also run a school community that has a bunch of dashboard templates, forums to ask questions and get feedback on your dashboards, and a completely free 6-hour Power BI course with quizzes and assessments, allowing you to learn Power BI. But on that note, do like and subscribe, but let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I did to completely automate documenting this model, I first extracted all of the metadata and built a data dictionary. So this report includes over 100 calculations, a complete star schema, and then I also wanted to go at a column level where all of the descriptions are populated. So to do that, I head over to the table view where I utilize the new Info.View functions that auto extract the metadata for what we specify. So in this example, if we go to table view and then select new table, and then use the function Info.View .MEASURES, it then extracts all of the measures in our model, where we can see the actual calculation, what the measure name is and what tables they sit in, and various other data points related to measures. Now this function also has other options such as Info.View columns that gives us all of the metadata related to columns. We then have relationships that shows us all of the relationships within our model. And finally we have tables that then lists out all of our tables, how they're generated, and other pieces of information related to our tables. Now you could do those individually, but what I like to do is combine them into a single dictionary by utilizing a script that combines all of the functions such as relationships, tables, and then measures into one single table, where now I can simply select a type such as measure, and now we have all of the measures in this table, but currently the descriptions are completely blank. So what we're going to do is utilize AI to completely populate the descriptions, so that if we select, let's say, columns, we then get a column level description, or if we select tables, we then can see a table level description. It's completely up to you, but we're not going to populate this ourselves and go through each table individually. We're simply going to use AI to populate this and then use that as a baseline for actually building our documentation. Now, the script for actually building this data dictionary, you can find that within my school community, where I've made a post just sharing this script and the later prompt I'll be using in this video, so do head over to the description and join to simply copy and paste. But moving on, once we have this single table, we can now connect Power BI's modeling MCP to Claude to then get that to populate our descriptions. So what I'm going to do is now head over to Claude and connect to this banking file that contains our data model. So once I'm in Claude, using the Power BI modeling MCP, I can connect to that Power BI file. And by doing so, it will auto-populate within the file itself. I'm not doing any copy and pasting. Now I did make a video on how to do this connection, so do go to my channel if you don't know how to connect Claude to Power BI. But once you've done that, we can simply say connect to banking file in Power BI desktop. And by doing so, it will utilize the MCP and connect to that Power BI file directly. And as we can see, we now have connected to our file. Let's ask it to populate the description for all of our measures, tables, and then columns. So I'm going to write populate the descriptions for our measures, columns, and tables. So once we enter that prompt, Claude will understand the actual schema and using its context be able to understand the granularity of our tables, and then for our measures, what the outcome or purpose of those measures are. So let's now leave Claude for a minute just to figure out what this model is doing, and we'll take a look at the result. So Claude has now gone through our data model and it's found 103 measures. It's then applied descriptions starting with transactions and gone through all of the tables and then measures and inserted those descriptions into our model. So let's head into Power BI and then see the result. So we're now back in our model and we can see the description is now populated for each of our measures, where it's been able to look at the actual expression and see what the calculation is doing and return a description for that column. So for example, transactions, large transactions, it's been able to read that this is a sum of transactions amount that exceeds a certain threshold, and it's placed that as the description. And it's done that across 104 calculations without us having to write any descriptions for them. So if we change that from measure to, let's say, table, let's see how accurate that was in terms of a result. We now have, let's say, the transactions table, and let's see what it wrote for transactions. So this is a fact table containing all customer card transactions, which is correct, what it includes, and then various columns that exist within that actual table. So as we can see, it's done a pretty good job at explaining our actual model and placing that within the descriptions. Let's now produce a document, as often you will have standalone documentation that captures your entire data model, your measures, so that other analysts or BI developers can simply pick that up and understand what this data model is. So let's head back into Claude and get it to completely build that documentation for us without us having to do any actual writing ourselves. So I'm now back in Claude that's connected to our Power BI model. What I'm going to do is insert this prompt that I've put together that's pretty extensive in terms of our documentation. So this prompt simply says, for every table, capture what the purpose is and what the entity represents, the grain, the key columns, and then for our measures and relationships, do something very similar. And then for the output, we want a structured professional report with clear headings, and so it's able to be read by both technical and non-technical business users. So if I copy this script and then go back to Claude, I can simply place that in. It will now generate documentation by utilizing everything we've put together. And once that completes, we can see Claude has built 970 paragraphs, and now that Claude's gone through our entire data model, it's put together 970 paragraphs, 9 sections, and built this document that captures our model overview, the architecture, table references, all of the columns, the descriptions, and it's honestly insane. It's capturing absolutely everything within our data model, explaining what the calculations are in so much detail. It's ridiculously good at putting this together. So honestly, if you're documenting your Power BI models, you should really be considering how you can leverage AI to really accelerate this process, where you simply review this and make your adjustments rather than having to put this all together yourself. So hopefully this video was useful in terms of how you can build that dictionary within your Power BI model, and then how you can use Claude to auto-populate and build documentation for you in your data models.